Could I be the smallest account that's been verified on Instagram? I got verified with 213 followers. If you want to know how I got verified and how it might help you, then stay tuned. Hello, I'm Karen Viloria-Miguel, owner and founder of Canada Bliss handmade crochet hats and accessories. And first of all, I want to mention that I did have an Instagram account under the name Canada Bliss, and it did get hacked and deleted in the summer of 2021, right before the Olympics. And it was before the Olympics when it was hacked and deleted. And I remember this because I was about to launch an Olympic campaign collaboration. And when I went to log on to start posting my stories, it was gone. I don't like dwelling on things where I don't have any power or peace around it. So if you want to know the details of what happened, then watch this live where I talked about it. But basically, once I realized that my account had been deleted and I'd contacted Facebook, I tried everything I could to recover my account. Some of the things I'd seen online was fill out all those forms. So I filled out forms on Instagram, I filled out forms on Facebook. I actually do have advertising in Facebook, so I did contact the business concierge. I spoke to 3 different reps. None of them could help me. They all just said, oh, they'll escalate it, and nothing ever became of that. They were like, it's gone. And then I thought, okay, there's no point humming and hawing. I didn't like how I was feeling about it. So I gave into the possibility that I may not get it back. So what I did was I did have another account called Karen V. Miguel because I have my YouTube channel, and I also wanted to get the name just in case I needed it for YouTube. So what I did was I moved everything over there because I also used it for teaching crochet in my local town. And I moved all my Shopify connections to that account, and so that I'd still be able to launch and show product for my Olympic campaign. And should this happen to any of you, one thing I would strongly recommend is stay within your power. Don't let the gross feeling of perhaps feeling attacked or feeling a victim affect you. You have to move forward and just try not to think the worst about the world at that moment. Move forward where you have your power. That's one thing I would strongly recommend. But anyway, I switched my account and then I started using it, and it had less than 100 followers. But at least it was a place for me to link my shop to and post product photos for. So once I got the hang of using this new account that had less features from my old account, I had to get used to how to post without it. But there are so many amazing features now in Instagram that help you market as a product seller or creator. So it wasn't that hard to actually migrate over to this smaller Instagram account. Then when I mentioned it to a friend, I said, you know, it's not that bad, and I'm actually looking forward to posting some of my old throwback photos. But she said, why don't you try and get verified? And I was like, I mean, when I had the old Canada Bliss account, I tried a few times. It was just kind of like something I would try along the way. But anyway, I thought, well, it couldn't hurt. So I did try to get verification. So basically, I opened up the app and then followed the links to fill in all your information. Some of the information to get verified on Instagram is different now because they allow you to provide links. So what I did was I provided a link to my Facebook account, which still has a number of my customers and followers there. And I provided a link to my Shopify account because that's where I sell and where a lot of my traffic goes. And a link to an article that was recently published with regards to the Olympic campaign. And I provided links for when I went to the Golden Globes or the Emmys. So I provided those article links, and then I provided the niche that I was known for, which is my business in Canada Bliss. And I just submitted it. And lo and behold, 2 days later, I got the dot. I got verified. And then I got an email saying that I was verified, and so that's how I got my Instagram verification. Now, after that, I found it fascinating because I thought it was almost laughable because I only had 218 followers. And then I started looking into other like YouTube videos into how people get verified and has the requirements changed? Why couldn't I get verified before when I had a larger account? And then I came across a video by a fellow named Josh Ryan, and I'm going to give him credit for this because I think it's a great video. And basically, there are some things that are key, which I think helped me, and I'm going to share these with you. So first of all, you do need to fill out the app. In his video, he says it doesn't help, but frankly, unless you flag to Instagram to take a look at your profile, then they won't know to take a look at it to verify it. So you do have to fill out the app. Another thing that was new that I hadn't seen before was that you have to provide your own links on what you would like them to take into consideration for verification before you just sent in your business registration and your ID and then hope you got verified. But this wasn't the case. So anyway, I submitted my links and my ID too. And like I mentioned, I gave references to some articles and my different platforms. And what I learned from Josh Ryan's video was that Instagram tends to verify people who are at risk of being impersonated or have a business that could be impersonated or replicated and are at risk of that. Miguel is a fairly common name. And also, too, my Instagram account was hacked and deleted. So I guess that's evident that maybe I am a target for some stuff. And then also, perhaps they're concerned with my customers not being like scammed or something by an illegitimate Canada Bliss or not the real Viloria-Miguel. So that's one thing that I'm assuming must have happened. And then he also provides really helpful advice saying how Instagram verifies people now. And basically, from his research and from his internal contacts in the media, the internal media portals use their media contacts to authenticate who real people are that own accounts or real businesses are that have accounts. And then they contact news agencies, use all of their resources, go back in media history to determine who real people are, and then determine if they feel that they'd be at risk of being impersonated or being replicated. If any of this information so far is helpful, hit subscribe because I'd love to see if this has been helpful, or hit the like button so other people can also find this. Some of these pointers were really helpful for me. Now, Instagram also considers if you are considered notable. So if you provide a niche that you say that you are notable for, and there is high quality press content related to the niche that you say you are notable for, and they look you up in the media, information does come up, they take that into consideration too. They want to make sure that the area you say that you're notable in or your company is notable in is relevant, and you have relevant notable media in relation to that, not articles where it might look like you have paid for an article to be written about you, like a top 10 list or a roundup or something like that. They're looking for like national circuits or articles that show that you are relevant in your area. And another thing is that they're looking for you to be relevant not just on Instagram, but on other platforms. For example, my biggest platform was Instagram, but I still have a pretty good presence on Facebook. As well, I have traffic that has been going for years and years to my website, CanadaBliss.com, as well as some recent ones. So from what I understand, they look for about like 10 to 15 or more quality items for these notable things. Now, one thing that is advisable is to never use services that say that they help you get verified. Probably the only services that'll help you get verified is if you hire like maybe a publicist that'll help you get more press, or if you make more notable events and then you get published based on that. I realize that having authentication is really important to some people because it might be in relation to your occupation. Maybe Instagram is your livelihood. But other than that, I would say that it's good for making sure that the legitimate name of the person or the company is the one verified. But in terms of like fame and all that sort of thing, looking externally to be validated by anyone or anything will never bring you joy. You'll only receive joy by helping others or providing something really useful back to the world. So again, I caution you into thinking about why you really want that blue dot. Maybe some of the stuff that I've mentioned today has helped you. The truth is, you don't need a ton of Instagram followers. In fact, it's probably best that you get more popular off the platform than on the platform before you try and apply for it. But like I said, I would never look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm blessed and I'm quite surprised and grateful too. So if this helps you at all, please hit the like button, leave a comment below if you have any questions. And otherwise, I hope you get verified and that you found this helpful. Friends, have a safe, healthy, and happy handmaking life. Bye.